everybody doing? Happy Thursday. What's going on, my people? Empress Golden Voice, right? Hey, FMAers. Happy Thursday. How is everybody doing today? Abby, yeah, Steve. That no fear, that no count. I was a work smart, not hard. I be a thief. That don't count. That don't count. Well, hi guys. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Checking with FMA National Emoji. Let me know that you guys are here. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Hi, Tamia. How are you doing, my darling, sexy Barbie? I see ya. Listen, we're not paying Tiffin Abby any mind this week. Hey, Shave. How are you guys doing? Check in with the fire emojis so that I can know that you guys are here with me this week. Thank you, Janine. Hi, Nardine. Hi, Danielle. I see you guys. I see you. What's going on, though? How's the week so far? Janine, I don't have a skincare routine. For the last time, guys, I don't have a skincare routine. I just use water. Hey, Tariq. Hey, Latoya. How are you doing? Yeah, I be a thief. Bad to bad. Everybody know you're a thief. I was just consistent. Oh boy. So guys, when I talk to me in the chat, what's going on? How's your week going? What's going on? Nobody tell me assignments for kill. Give me some positivity in the comments. No negativity allowed this week. Positivity. So how is the assignments going? Wanna complete them? Even though I don't really want to hear about the assignment them, but them alright? Yes, no, maybe so. I be say water clean do water come from, water me use on my skin no look so. I'll be bye. Janine said it's alright. Janine said she has been surprisingly productive. Love that, love that, love that. Love that for you guys. But Sexy Barbie said not stressed but have a test and assignment done, my neck. Girl, you get through it. Better days are ahead. Tamia said, week of one, man. I be saying my week has been stressful. Send him some virtual hugs, guys. You guys will be okay. So Adam said we can come. Assignment good. All right, Candice, Jesus touch the water, man. Candice, bye. Oh, bye. Assignments up to date thus far. Love that for me. Oh, awesome, Tammy. I love that for you too, girl. On top of things, Abby said, lucky for me, spring break is next week, so I'm free. Abby? So Sexy Barbie said, working on my blog. I will be sharing with you all soon. Can't wait to see that, honey. But Sexy Barbie, how's the competition going though? Game of Dwight said, pass all my tests so far. Week of one, solid. You got this. Love that, love that, love that. Game of Dwight, you are the person that's supposed to get the gift from Alice's business. If you are, just let me know. Daniel said, life nice. Oh, God. Nadine said, we can go on, but my students are stressing me, but it's all right, though. Sending some virtual hugs to you, sis. Adam, you go through your school, you know. Spain one them two at Abigail Edwards. Yeah, Tammy cheering you on Dwight. Janine, it's not you. It's not you. I ain't no say Anna you. Oh, the competition is over. Okay. Oh, so you are actually the person. You need to text me so that I can know what's up. So after FMA today, just send me a message. All right, Game of Dwight. Okay. And Sexy Barbie is giving a shout out to all the FMAers who supported her in her competition. Hello, Miss UTECH JA 2022. How are you doing?
Hey everyone, welcome. Look over there, say welcome. I'm the one that's tardy. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing today, Alicia?
I'm good, Wyoming. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's been a somewhat long week, but it's great so far. I'm happy to hear that you're good, and I'm happy to be at FMA again because once we're here, the vibes is up, the energy is right, and all
Right,
is well.
right. All right, so all right, guys, if you're new here, welcome. But this is introducing you to Miss UTECH JA 2022, speaking it in the atmosphere. You never know,
Look at
okay?
me.
Alright, so everybody, you see that entrance? Miss Holy Childhood to Miss UTECH. You see that? I'll be manifestation.
All
Don't
right.
tell me I
Both
said, let me
genders.
know Miss UTECH, please, per.
Her. Lol.
Let me oh like boy a new ear. Watch all the for you me here making an entrance. Come through, Miss UTECH.
Thank
Sexy.
you. Thank you. Y'all just know how to make people feel welcome. Love that.
Oh God. All right, guys. So it's time to start the show. And excited for another week of greatness. Are you
Yeah.
ready for the greatness that's about to unleash the gems
You know,
that are
the songwriter said greatness I run no blood. We're ready
my
for greatness.
God? Are you guys ready? Let me know if you're ready. Send something, send an emoji in the chat. Something, let me know you guys are here ready.
Right.
You
But love
know,
Daniel, see? Welcome for everybody who is new, as Elisa just said. Welcome, Kokinobo. Forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. Forgive me.
you're wicked to yourself, dude.
Alright.
Wicked to yourself. Come, me never did I go back my tongue. I'm just like, hey, honey, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Oh gosh. Mm.
All right, Candy said excited for another week. Okay, I see the emojis rolling.
Yes.
Hi, Jay. That's a pretty new name. Welcome to the FMA's Corner. It's good to have you, darling.
Yes. Same way, so.
Oh, and oh, you actually pronounced it right. Congratulations, girl.
Oh, I did? Thanks. Hopefully I'm win one award. Oh my
He,
gosh.
she
And
said,
big
do
up
I
to the white.
invite her? Big up you, do I? Give her
Big
do
up
I?
to the white. And that's just saying, everybody, you should be inviting others, letting people know that FMA is the place to be on a
At least one
Thursday.
person a week. Share the link. Share the link. Go on with it.
Yeah. And tag the person you invite to. Remember to have them register on sign the register, write their names in, and participate because FMA is not just fun vibes and all things nice. We're
Yeah.
also education based and we build up we youth them because we have to excel. So yeah. So share the link, man.
Hi,
Welcome, Adam.
Adam. FMS Corner. All right, good to see you guys. All right, to coming to do the official welcome and call to order is our director of social media, Annalie Bartley. Welcome,
Hi
Annalie.
guys.
Hey,
How are you
Annie.
doing?
Welcome, welcome.
You're large this week. Watch the big chair.
I'm alright.
Organized. What's
And the
right?
You
cute
take
hairstyle. I like it. The Bob series. I love that.
What's,
See that happening.
what's going on?
I'm
She was
making the move, guys. I'm making the move.
Mm-hmm.
and a lady that looked through my window this morning because there's no way to come up here with matching hairstyle with me, twinning and all these things.
And also, my
It's
also.
fine. We're making the right move today. Okay. So how are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you doing?
I'm
Catch
doing
up with it.
okay. I'm doing fine,
Mm-hmm.
actually.
It's Tamia said, and Anna come out extra pretty. That's on per.
I know, right? Big up to you, Annalie. You look real nice.
Yes. But I just want to say a big welcome to, the old members, the new members, the ones like Tammy and Smiley and Gamer Do White and everybody we come each week. And I also want to say a big welcome to the newcomers this week because this week is not going to be normal because we have our very own. Should I say their names or just leave it for a surprise?
Leave
We
it
have
right.
our
Even
very
though
own.
you're surprise already. If them follow the page,
Yeah,
they're
we have
surprise.
we have two gems coming to us today, and I'm telling you, I am super excited for this meeting because
Mhm.
knowing them personally, I know this week is going to be epic.
On
So a
fire.
big thanks,
Love that.
yeah. So one more time, a big FMA welcome to everyone.
Same way. So,
So give
honestly, and I'm hoping that as the introduction that Annalie just gave, it doesn't set the stage or set the tone for the expectations of things to come. Everybody should be on edge, on their P's and Q's, ready to hear the gems that are about to be dropped. Again, don't make your friend them miss out this. You have to give bad mind energy if you do share the link. Send your friend, your uncle, your nephew, your brother, your sister, because we have to all be elevated. So, yeah.
all right. So it's now 3:14 and the meeting is called to order. So I see Gamer Dwight did a very factual comment. But yesterday was International Women's Day, so you know the ladies got to come out strong.
Love that.
Oh God, I'm with you on that one, Gamer Dwight. Ladies out ready, ripping, out and stunting. We're changing the narrative for 2022. Okay, don't sleep on us.
Seriously.
All right, all right. Take it over now, Ayumi. Over to you.
Awesome. So now that we don't have the stage set, Annalie came and did her thing. We're going to have the icebreaker. All right, something to have warm up on the palate because we're saving the entree, the main dish, for a bit later. Cool. So Janine is no Nashika is gonna come right now first with the prayer and have the place consecrated. God of everything. So welcome Nashika to the stage.
Hi guys.
Pretty
Hey,
tea.
Everybody.
morning, how
Thank
like
you.
exercise special. Welcome.
It looks so so praise the Lord everybody. Are you ready? Are you ready for the prayer? Praise the Lord
Yeah.
everybody.
Praise the Lord.
Alright, so close the eyes while I pray. Most righteous and heavenly Father, the Kings of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. We want to thank you, Lord Jesus, for another day. We want to thank you for the opportunity for thus far that you has bringing us. I pray that mighty God, you will continue to bless FMA. I pray you continue to bless the executive, the members, and as we're here today, mighty God, in this platform, I pray that everything that will be said and done will be according to your will, and that person will be blessed. Continue to bless this club and continue to bless the members in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 What a prayer.
All
Thank
right.
you
So,
so
all
much. Mm-hmm.
It's
right. So I have a little icebreaker, and practically it say how much you know FMA. How
Mm-hmm.
much you know FMA. So it's like a FMA school challenge quiz. I mean, can sure majority of the exec don't know some of these answers. So let's see. Yes, Alicia.
it's the
The
whole
dream.
lady just shade us like that.
I'm a feel
All
away.
right.
I genuinely feel away.
All right, let's see it goes. And I'm not going to exactly see the response. And I would ask one of the exec to write down the points of those who got the most marks because
All
they'll be
right.
getting a prize.
Excellent. To Annette, to
All
Annette.
right, so question one. What was the name of the club before it was named FMA? What was the name before it was given FMA, Futures Marketers Association? So what was the name before that? Some
Abigail, say, Holy Spirit, activate, activate. Activate. We need to know that right now.
Guys,
You have your
what was
strap.
the
You need the answer.
name? I could come with an easy answer. So I'm supposed to know the history like that.
Yeah. Everybody silent. Tommy not talk. Sexy Barbie not talk.
Somebody
Daniel gone.
chat.
Latoya silent. I want.
Nobody
What
can.
game of the right there?
Nobody not type. No,
Tommy said me know it, but me not remember that. That gonna work.
that not going to work at
We not
all.
come again. My baby, come again.
At all. All right, so give you a little hint. It starts with UTECH.
That's as very very simple as it can get.
Yeah,
Carry
very
on,
simple.
right?
It starts with
Everybody
UTECH.
got number Insta.
Somebody must can get this. Nobody. Somebody. One
Come
somebody.
guys.
It starts with UTECH. Oh my god, that's the easiest of the hint. Nobody get that?
Latoya, you're close. Game of the white come out. Who sent somebody sent something in the members group. Let me see who that is.
All right, so check it.
Annalie. You can't lock her. Annalie send this. If Annalie send this, then she'll try to give it in.
CM.
Daniel,
Anybody got it? Anybody got it?
sexy Barbie got it.
Sexy Barbie. I'm not really seeing the comments, you know. Not see, then I comment them. Are you?
UTECH Marketing
Yes.
Club, right?
All right. So who's writing the points for me?
I'm
What you
writing
said?
the points.
Oh, okay.
Sexy
Okay. All
Barbie
right.
at
Thank you.
one.
Okay. Who was FMA president in 2019?
If we
Who
don't get
was
this, we
FMA
don't.
president in 2019?
You see, all of the second year, no, third year people, them especially, when they're supposed to know this, is one of the best, no shades, just one of the best president they've ever. When face to face with that key, but feel excitement. Yeah, telling that come in the deal.
Oh my God.
Daniel just it. Go Daniel, you got it, girl.
Who got it?
Daniel,
Okay.
or Daniel. Excuse me, pronounce the name wrong. Please,
Okay.
I beg.
All
Yes,
right.
she got. But what are we gonna go with?
She
Full name
know that.
or?
She would have to know that. Appear trouble she giving her the group. She would have know that.
Okay. All right. Now the third question is, who was the director of event in 2019?
That
And
easy
a
to
little
again.
clue.
Una,
He's a male. He's also in the members group.
people,
Here.
if una know them something here, una better want to tell myself so I go take a break and come again. You know, talk to Jesus, ask him for forgiveness and come again. You can't know them answer here. I say FMA, I say vibes.
For sure.
All right, Tavia,
That's an
Tavia,
event.
come show. I like this. No one person I win.
All right. All right. So the fourth question. What was the
Mm-hmm.
name of the event that is kept in March? Are usually kept in March? And we're in March, you know, so I
Mm-hmm.
must have a little idea. Let's see. Oh, come FMAers, come man,
Come.
come. When I get it,
Chanel has said tick. Chanel we want answer. All right, Tamia say you take FMA exquisite.
yes, you got it right. Yes, you
That's
got it right.
correct, my dear. Carry on, boy.
Let me unmute my mic because I keep not realizing that it's not unmuted.
Tamia at 2
Tell
points.
me I got that.
All right. So yes, name the faculty that Marriesol is in. Name the faculty that Marriesol is in.
That's so easy.
Name the faculty.
Come, guys.
Tamia is currently leading.
Una can easily win this. Come.
Tamia, get it
Tamia
like
say fells. Go, girl. You dip on your
Yes,
feet.
correct.
the lady I lead.
Me like
All
that.
right. Next
Come,
question.
Daniel. Come, sexy
What?
Barbara. You can do this.
All right. What was the name of the artist who performed for the event called Long Walk to Freedom? What was the name of the artist that performed for the event Long Walk to Freedom? And this is all on FMA page. I'm gonna make it up.
But now I do Annalie, dig up the one day.
I
In
have to tell
Annalie,
you,
Nashika.
I go over the page. I will never been there now.
Nashika, dig up that. I like that. Sexy Barbie said Buju
Well, at least they
Bantai.
will go through it. Yes, yes, sexy Barbie. Buju
Girl,
Banton.
come up strong.
Yeah.
Yes, Buju Banton. All right.
You're right, too.
Easy, easy. This one is very easy. Everybody's supposed to just type this fast. What is the
Mm-hmm.
name of the event that is kept in February? What is the name
Very
of the
easy.
event that is
Easy.
Very, very easy. You guys should know
February?
this one.
Everybody's supposed to type it one day.
Everybody get that.
I'm not see nobody dropping the answer yet.
Who
What's
first
happening?
type though? How about the time?
Tamia
See,
again, FMA crush. Yeah, girl. You know what's popping.
stuff.
Are you name on the P's and Q's? Are you name know about FMA? You name a real FMA rep? Big up on yourself. What happened?
All right. Next question. In what year was FMA awarded Club of the Semester? In what year was FMA awarded Club of the Semester? Oh, Alicia, why you want me look so?
No, I
Let me ask you the question.
no, I
Let me ask you the question.
the one that have me
Daniel said 2019.
No love.
is current.
Nathaniel said 2020.
Mm-mm.
Nathaniel said 2020.
Tammy said 2019. That said 20.
Dominic said every year. Big up yourself for true. A club of the semester, club of the.
I know
We're
to
the best club ever.
every year. All cap.
Every year, but there was one specific time that they were awarded by the union.
28 said
Who said
2018.
2018?
Chilling with Trish.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Big up you, chilling.
Yeah, chilling with Trish.
All right, so what is the name of the school, not faculty, but school? What is the name of the school that our own president is in? What is the name of the school
That
that our
is
not faculty? No, we know, not faculty. That our own
that is
president is in.
If you don't know this, we and Alice need to have a talk. A serious talk. Chilling with Trish. Oh,
Trish.
Tammy, right.
Not she never said school. She said faculty.
She
No,
said
I said
she said
school, not
not
faculty,
faculty.
School.
because the
Mm-hmm.
faculty
Tammy
actually
get
have
it.
two schools.
Okay. So
Tammy
that
get
means
it.
All right.
Tammy gets it. Okay.
Tammy lead.
I thought I heard differently. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Wanna come
No.
out to me?
What was the year that FMA was awarded Club of the Year? Which year was
No, my
FMA
girl,
awarded
do your
Club
research.
of the
What's research of the year? The lady dig up in her. Is Janine said, don't this she and Tammy win?
Oh, you come in, Jenny. That's the question.
Mr.
All right,
Mysterious prize.
Chanel said 2019.
No, not 2019. It's from a specific year to another year. But let me see the year.
Tammy
Get
said
it close.
2013.
No love.
Romaine said 2018.
No, they all
No.
say 2019.
Nardine says 2020.
No.
Tammy says 2015 to 2019.
Repeat.
2015 to 2019.
She close, but
Somebody else said 2017 to 2018.
no. Tammy is the closest, but she can correct it if she actually think about it.
Tamia, you're getting the guide. Somebody says 2016. No, somebody chilling with Trish, the assistant, and said 2015 to 2018.
No. What are we so far?
So Game of Dwight said 2016 to 2017.
No.
Carry on
No.
to 2015 to 2017.
Kaveen says
Said
2016 to 2019.
No.
I which number you use then?
like this I get out of control.
All right, it's
Tell me
like from last
yourself.
year to this year. Then it's from last year to this year, so it's not like 3 years. It's just from last
Everybody
year.
just take a moment and read Annalise comment.
I can't see it. What?
I wish we never see it. Analyze here.
See it. The girl, what she said?
1990 to 2022.
2022. What
No,
is that?
Anale. I wasn't born that time either.
I never did ban it. It bad.
Remember, get it?
Chilling with Trish, 2015 to 2016. Game of Dwight, 2019
Yeah,
to
2015 to 2016.
what?
I tell you from last year
Really?
to this year.
Wait.
20.
Janine said sexy Barbie said that.
No, she said 2015 to 2018 or
No.
2019. Or something.
Sexy Barbie said it also. Chanel Francis said that earlier.
2015
What
to
year?
2016.
No. 2015 to 2016?
I did not hear it or see it. When must I not read
That's
it?
fine, man. But is it 2015 to 2016?
Yes, 2015 to 2016.
Well, the answer would be for Chanel then. She won.
Okay. And you
Big
guys
up
you can
yourself,
go over
Chanel.
UTECH FMA and see the nice trophy and everything. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Cause we are winner. Come true.
All right. What was the name of the sponsor that sponsored the FMA sporting event? Sorry. What was the name of the sponsor that sponsored FMA during the year of 2017 to 2018? Different from Digicel. Different from
I
Digicel.
want to what are drop did it sell? Between 2017 to
No.
2018, guys.
So that's 2017, 2018. There's a
You
specific sponsor,
tequila.
and it was even written on their shirt. It
Oh
was on
wow.
the
I
other
think I saw
side.
that before. Yeah, I did.
We never did
Yeah.
them time. Come on, people. Chanel Salasco.
Tell me a
Johnny
second.
the
No,
Waffle.
no. Mm-mm.
Shilling says Flo. Nardine said
No,
Flo.
no,
Flo.
no.
Of all the people that did it with did sell Flo.
What's
Course,
that?
no, Sagicor.
No,
Oh, we will see Uno brand now. Grace.
no, my love.
Wistinko.
Mm-mm.
John One Stop Shop.
We can't take the girl out of comments.
NCB.
No.
Would that big if I NCB side of it? I forget NCB. Scotiabank.
Yep. Close though.
CP JMB.
Correct.
That's right?
Johnny, get a look at 1 point, man. Big up you, Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, and they usually have the JN way,
Yeah.
and they would have it there. So yes. That's right.
JN. Oh, JN and JMB are two different companies. You know?
No, but on the shirt is all right.
Is it JN Way or JMMB?
JNB.
JN
Because that
Way.
was on the shirt. No, what Johnny said.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Big up
that's
to you,
particularly
Jenny.
was
What
on
are
the
your
shirt.
name?
Johnny, finally, you broke your ducks.
All right. All right. For everybody who loves sports and everything, what was the name of the sport event that FMA launched?
Mm-hmm. Come, guys. You can do it. Tamia said run, walk. No.
No, it's like a sporting event, not necessarily did yourself for for the club itself. They launch it
No
for.
way, Abigail. Some people
What
are
have you
saying
said?
this 5K,
No,
but
it's not for did
I love
yourself.
Mr. Tanda.
It's for the club. It's not for DDC. It's for the club.
I think I know the clubs. I don't even remember, we just know this one time in 2019, I believe. Around them time. Oh, me know.
why I
Tanisha said football.
Repeat what you said, Alyssa.
I
Tanisha said football.
was
That's the name of the event.
Tanisha close though. Can remember that match there. Tamia
The
said FMA
name,
football.
the name of the event, like it does say FMA Crush. There's a specific name of it.
so tell me I
Tamia
said
said FMA football.
No, no, with FMA, never right on this one, my love. No, with
Remember
FMA.
it, man, and we did all of the posters saved on my phone from 2019. It's sad. Remember that poster there?
And you run go that page if you don't know.
For true, I
You
was a
know.
three girl, one of them, two of them in a red shirt, one a blue, and them stand up so and bend them knee, we do a football and leave it. When I girl them bone, I have her ear catch up at the back.
the grassroots football.
FMA netball.
Stand the rules.
FMA family chat
Like,
on.
grassroots football, no. FMA cricket, no.
When does I put FMA in front of everything? Anna it.
FMA is not in there. FMA is not in there. FMA is not
Somebody
in there.
says inner marketer sports event.
Mm-mm.
Somebody said inner club sports day.
Mm-mm.
Janine, they should find it. Jeff,
She run go over the page or show. I must
Intercol
catch you know.
football. Tanisha said
Mm-mm.
intercol football. I don't know I
Mm-mm.
don't know that sports to say my life. Football. Somebody said marketing football. Extreme futsal.
Marketing football.
Janine said extreme futsal.
Yes, that's it. Who said it?
I said it. Janine, I get it right.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Who said it? Oh, Johnny said.
Janine.
All right.
We need
So,
the FMA Olympic stills, so we can run left Alicia.
all right. One last question. One last question.
Alicia
So,
silent.
what
Man,
is the name of the school that Tavoy is enrolled in? Not faculty, but what is the name of the school that Tavoy is enrolled in? Not FMA Olympics. So the last question, what is the name of the school that Tavoy is enrolled? Yes, Tamia,
Somebody said
you're
J
correct.
Diesel. Tamia, big up yourself, Tam. The
All
girl nice.
right, so that was
Tamia win by a donkey
Shinwar.
man.
Shinwar history. A donkey. What's the point? What's the point? What's the
Tamia
points,
at
guys?
7.
for Tamia, you have 7, I have 6.
Oh, you still a win.
You read. You wrote down the
Janine,
last one. You wrote down the last
Sexy
one.
Barbie, yeah, Sexy Barbie is 2, Janine 2, and Danielle 1.
1. Chilling
Chilling
with
with
Tush
Trish
1.
1, and Chanel.
Chanel 1. And a
All
lay
right.
0.
So,
A baby.
so
I
Tamia, please PM Alison, and she give you your prize. So
Congrats, girls.
congratulations to everybody who participate. Everybody will participate. Thank you, guys. I hope you learned something today. Hope you learned something. And we were actually the club of the year, the club of the semester. Hey, FMA is a big deal, you know.
Yeah,
Big deal.
it's a big thing. Don't let them tell you it's a small thing because it's a big thing.
Watch Big Talks. Thank you for
All
passing
right,
through.
guys.
Thank
All
you.
right, bye, guys.
All right. I know you guys enjoyed that.
I sure did.
Oh, God. But
No, the
yeah,
community.
so coming with the high energy. some more high energy, some more intensity.
Mm-hmm.
No other than Janine Campbell coming to do the what?
Queen!
Hi, Janine.
Hi guys,
Hi,
I hope you can hear me because I deal with outside setting now. You
I love
know,
your background, girl.
that girl is very giving nature.
it's you.
You make me want some mango. You have mango too?
Right? One day I'm up
You have mango
most
for
of the
true?
drops. Anyway,
Girl, save mango
everyone.
for me for true. Me I write this song Johnny to give me mango. Remember?
Hi guys, hi
I'll be
guys.
coming to solo picnic again,
Enjoying
Janine.
so far. What's the law?
Yeah, make people know your business in
Anyway,
the
Bobby, I can this know your business. You know
I'm
that.
gonna say,
I'm a scandal here.
Mm.
no,
Yeah,
sir.
make me your business.
You see, you actually, no man, Jano. So what's going on, guys? Guys, so I'm looking around and I'm like, not really a going in a war aside. Not really a
It's the war
going.
side for
Like
me. Girl, whole heap of things are going.
What things are going on? You
as
understand?
soon as the war starts, on the about COVID,
Mm-hmm.
like I
You
don't
know,
hear a thing
COVID.
about
COVID not
COVID.
happening again.
COVID,
COVID the
honestly, no,
pamper.
no, because listen to the traffic. And I've been seeing the traffic. Everybody outside now.
It's
Everybody
unbearable.
outside. Like we need to get home and things because as you look outside, bag of cars. Listen, no sir.
Listen, you see that 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rush hour, and a rush hour again. A rush of your life. You come out there from 6 o'clock, just expect for the dear after 7, 8, 9 o'clock in a traffic. Do to do to do do. You don't feel like you're the rabbit in the race no more. You take the turtle position, slow straight through. Una lick up, una dead, una crisscross, who can't drive, una know which lane, who just forget to move. Make it make
Bag
sense.
of accidents and things. Man, I said,
Yeah.
God,
Rough out here.
COVID, not a thing. But guys, what do you think about the new money? What do you think about the new money? Like, people in the
I'm
chat.
not count all
What?
money, I'm in a job for my new money yet. Over the song go.
Honestly,
Listen,
when I first saw it, I said it looked pretty. That's about it. It looked pretty. I'm excited
but
for what to look at 2K. But it looked pretty, that's it. It looked like it looked like Monopoly money.
Rajay on point too. Ricardo said the
Ex-
two man them not look good. Too much distraction. Oh
Too much
wow.
distraction.
To be honest, I just feel like it's unnecessary. Why the extra $2,000? And why the change of the dollar? I get that. The only logical reason I'm seeing why it's okay to put new people on it is simple because they're trying to remove coins, which is fine because coins are expensive to make and they're heavier and more people don't use them. Right? If you go remove the coins and use paper money to substitute that, possibly whoever used to dip on a coin, you're gonna put them on new money and you're not gonna use the coin. One heap of discussion in and of itself. But the inclusion of a new bill, why are $2,000? For what?
The memes are funny though, but like any
Regardless, everything we have 10 grand for true.
for real. But the thing is, it's pretty. As Chanel, I hope I'm not butchering your name. It pretty, but it don't really have no value. Like it literally lacks
Mm-hmm.
value. As you open it and so the money gone. So like, what's the point?
Guys, Andrew said wait for the taxi man them this way.
I know, right? And Andrew Nigel. And
It
Nigel drop out the $2,000.
Who are them? Them I said wait for the taxi man them disrespect we. Imagine Monday
Early
morning
Monday morning.
we jump in a taxi. And he told the taxi man to drive at 2,000 and a half.
But you go walk it.
Honestly, we just a go walk. Like it don't make no sense. Them a look at me and them a wonder where the girl you go. As you go, yes, in the middle of the road, in the middle of the road. You know, say drive have a 2K. man not tell me if come out. Like it don't make no sense. So better me just walk.
With that said, guys, like we can also not just look at the inclusion of a new bill or the creation of new notes, but let's just look at the budget in general. Have you guys taken the opportunity to listen to overviews of the budget or even just run through? It's about 5 or 6 pages, one heap of pictures. It not take long to read. I'm not done it yet, but after hearing live Tuesday some of the things that they'll be including, they'll be using expenditure to invest in startup companies, SMEs, small business, so on and so forth. What are you guys' thoughts on that? How they're planning to use the budget. If you guys have already read the budget or heard a bit, what's your guys' thoughts on how they're planning to use the budget for this upcoming financial year?
Honestly, I want to know what they have to say because personally, I haven't gotten to reading it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I
But you
just
can use, but mm-hmm.
I'll wait until somebody in the chat say because I have got to.
Like I saw something where they were saying that they'll be using Alright, so basically, so them have 9.56 billion in expenditure. They're planning to use for spending in the budget. They said that they had some extra money that they gotten from previous bonuses or some previous sums from different years. So they had like an extra 6 million, 6 billion, hypothetically. It says that six, I'm not sure exact figure. They have the extra money from previous years. My question is, all along, we are scuffling about for money for certain things. You have extra 6 billion put out and just a mention of it from previous years. That not
Them
sound
could
sense.
have a lot
Where
of
is
them
this
could
extra
have
money being hidden or kept?
I believe that them could have do like if that's the case, them could have do a lot of stuff with the extra money. There's a lot of
Yeah.
issues going on. Them could have at least allocated to the different issues or put importance to some, and then when the time comes, you put importance to the other things. Like
And then it's just there's a lot that needs to be highlighted, discussed, and like dealt with because they're saying that they're going to be increasing the injection of money into small businesses. So there's a lot of capital expenditure as opposed to labor expenditure. They're going to be spending more on machinery and pumping into business. Well, not selling machinery itself, but pumping into the businesses for capital. And majority of business when they get more money, they will what's the word? Mechanize their systems and put aside people because machines are more advanced. Isn't that going to have a ricochet effect where labor will be cut, unemployment will rise, and they were in the next spiral again. So a recession of inflation and all of them things there. So it's a lot to look at. It's a lot for them to address because I don't think it's a foolproof budget. I don't think we can get there, but I think we can do more to make it a bit more applicable to the Jamaican people. Yeah, put your money and we still not a value. And that hurt me.
the thing is,
Guys,
uh,
um, probably must share different sentiments with everybody, but to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I don't allow these things to bother me because at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, the Bible clearly says things are gonna get worse and never
Mm-hmm.
better. So whether we like it or not, it's gonna get worse. The gas price they
Mm-hmm.
will even more. Everything is gonna get worse. So I really
True.
don't allow these things to affect my mental health. What I do though is change my strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm accustomed to doing this, I stop doing that or tailor what I've been doing to match what's happening now. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Because if we follow these things, we're never going to be okay. You understand what I'm
definitely.
saying? You're never going to be okay. So giving your mental health to these things, just not necessary. Because it's never going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And one thing with Alicia, she gonna bring up God and she gonna bring up the Bible. Love her for that. Cause that's true. Cause that's true. She's totally right. Like we
I
really,
am going to.
yeah, we really shouldn't make these stuff. It's been said. If when you read in the Bible, she's right. It's been said that
But
things are going to get worse. So
mm-hmm.
I know it's concerning, I know it's worrying, but like we were warned basically.
But the thing about it is, the Bible does say in Isaiah 4, verse 6, my people shall perish for lack of knowledge. We have to be aware of our governing bodies, what their plans are, so that we can properly make moves in it. As Alicia said, she changed her shift, she changed her move, she changed her way of operating. Either she got to budgeting different, she got to money different, she got to getting money different, spending money different, she got to do what she needs to do different, because now she know. What we have to do is be aware what is happening in the economy, what's happening in the Jamaican financial system. Look at the budget. It's important to look at the budget. See how
That's
yeah, you know,
I'm Tanisha,
look
I'm
at
not
how it will
you
be
guys
done.
cannot talk about it. Don't get me wrong, honey. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that some people literally devote their time to all this. Them will literally sit down and stress about it. Oh my god, the gas price, whatever, whatever. I'm not saying you guys are
Mhm.
not talk about it because yes, it's affecting all of us. But at the same time, we need to be able to navigate ourselves through these times because it's gonna get worse.
Tavoy asked an excellent question. I'm hoping nobody overlooked. He said, being devil's advocate here. So what do you like about the budget, or what do you support from the proposed expenditure? Let me hear people's comments on that, because there are things to commend the government for in the budget. It's not just shame, shame, shame. What are you doing? What's your thoughts on the budget? For those who have already heard or, know anything relating to 2022-2023 budget.
You wanna go first?
Well, firstly, I am also looking at the budget currently, just to follow through. I am happy that there is some decrease in loan receipts for the government. That means that Jamaica is removing some of our excess, liabilities. We're decreasing that. And at the end of the day, liability, the worst thing for Africa is a baggage rate. You literally have to shoulder proceed. So once we're reducing our loans, that's a plus. So big up to the government for doing that. I'm happy to know that our loans are being decreased. And next thing, I'm noticing that payroll taxes, that's going to be addressed. A lot of companies, or in general, a lot of persons, is two spheres to it. It's either companies that would take out these deductions they don't pay over, or persons in general just are not aware of the importance of paying their NHT, paying their NIS, the benefits they can reap from that, so on and so forth. And based on what the government is saying, it is imposing multiple statutory levies and contributions to employers and employees, that even to the self-employed, right, that will help to consolidate your payroll taxes, right? Which is important. It's important to not just make sure that these funds are that being removed is going to the respective personnel, but for you to understand the role it plays, how to access it, why it's important to keep up to date with this information. So they're doing their part there. The other piece now, when me really interested, because me I'm interested in this, girl, because of my money and my future. At Jamaica, I'm plan to spend the majority of my life. I have to know what I'm signing up for.
Yeah, so
Cool.
everything I'm want to say right now, but appropriately.
I was looking at the overview of the budget, where I recognize that they have certain percentage in billions or certain figures in billions for different areas. Cool. I'm seeing education and youth is 120 something billion, health is 93 billion, right? Capital expenditure 65 billion. That kind of is a negative for me still. So me leave the negative alone. All right. I am appreciative that there's more money in education and the youth currently. They're putting a lot of light, or shedding the necessary light on education. I'm just hoping that in relation to previous years, what they plan to allocate or plan to use is actually used and in a positive way. So yeah, that's just my few cents on what I've read so far. The more I read, the more I can expound. But I'm imploring all of you, take a look at the budget. Keep aware of everything financial based, everything, keep aware of every single thing you can. Being aware is your plus, is your number one, is your route to success. You have to stay aware. Yeah, but don't talk now. You know, my love chat.
I feel like, but yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. So,
Mm-hmm.
everybody, your homework for next week is to look at the budget. Come tell me
Yes.
only not like about it. I still want to think could I do better.
My question is, we're all aware of Vision 2030, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that we are going to be able to reach those goals that are in
Mm-hmm.
Vision 2030?
Alicia, your thoughts?
If I had one answer, it would be no. And
Mm-hmm.
what I want to say, I'm not able to say it on this platform, but it's
Okay. For me, my thought would be yes, we can. We can reach Vision
hold
2030.
on. Sexy Barbie is asking Vision what? Says Vision 2030.
Yes, Vision 2030. I think we can reach the vision, however, the time frame, probably not. But to be honest, there is a fair chance that we can at least accomplish majority of what is on that set goal.
Tell me, I have to interject.
Mhm.
Which goal do you think we can accomplish by 2030?
All right.
That's my question. No, because I'm really appalled that you said yes.
So when I hear me,
Yeah, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
when the problem is with coronavirus and everything, nothing can accomplish.
Eh,
True, but what I was getting at, is not that the visions or the goals are out of the box and unattainable. The problem is how we look at what's happening in the environment right now and those that we have in leadership. You get what I'm saying? We have a long way to go with the current resources, as Abigail says, but the problem is not just the time frame. If we have a better strategy, a better leadership, we can get more things done. So my advice, my go-to answer would be, you see, all the young people, them no shade to nobody, no. I'm just saying in general that because of many different reasons you'd want to not pour back into Jamaica for the betterment, probably just double think that decision for a quick second, right? How can you help currently while you're here before you leave if you choose to? How can you help the country to grow, to bloom, to become better? But we have a long way to go. But getting there is much easier if we have all decided to make the next step properly. That's all I'm say. You know? If everybody do them part and take proper advice and push forward with proper leadership, we can at least get one thing tick off. Even if we don't reach all of them in the specific time range, if we're doing better, if we're progressing, is what matters.
that's true. And that's a valid point.
Yes, I agree with Wyoming.
We need
Personally,
Yeah.
some people
answer,
probably.
The last
personally, my answer is no,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just due to the time frame. It's what, like 8 years from now. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
we're where we're supposed to be completing those goals in 2030, maybe 2045 or around that time, but
oh God.
not 2030. So that's all the questions I had. I don't know if anybody else wants to add to it. Anybody in the comments saying anything?
Sexy Barbie made an excellent point. She said, "But Wyoming, you're going in a different lane now. How can we pour into a country that refuses to equip its biggest resources?" And you're right. Human resource, labor, we don't get much attention. Worse, the youths. So it's difficult to elevate. It's difficult to do more, right? In a large scale, but we can do it small. We can do it in our own way. If we can, for example, our current rate of inflation right now is high. The more we learn about the economy, we can understand that spending drives that. Um, Other economic factors drive that. But we as consumers, if we can budget, right, save or invest, it changes the scope of things and it also benefits you. Investing, right, in the right season and the right time frame, depending on the economic standing, can help our Jamaican economy grow, or GDP can grow, or money can get better in value. So it's not just in a large scale, okay, we're going to run for parliament. No, there's small things that we can do by first educating yourself, that you can make wiser decisions for you and for your country. It's difficult, I know. And personally, I do agree because I've had to fight with the Jamaican system and economy quite frequently. But my decision is me I do the fight because I want to take part in the reaping of the benefits. I want Jamaica to increase, and yeah, me I fight against the same system where me I try get better, try make better. However, it I forgo. That's my plan. To each his own.
All right. All right. Well, we could talk all day about that because that's a topic where everybody can, share their little two.
Yes, I love how interactive this is. Big up to everybody who came in the comments, drop their points, share their insights, ask questions, lay thoughts out. I love that. We need to apply for
Thank
youth
you,
parliament and them something,
Yes, fact.
thank you, honey, and I appreciate you, honey.
Guys,
Take the
bye
bar,
guys.
we can talk after them.
Alrighty. Are you guys ready to see our speakers for today? Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. I have to sit up for this one because I'm ready and I'm excited. Let's get right into it. Today we have two special guests with us. Past
Yeah.
executive members of the Future Marketers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, please make Marriesol, Blake, and Tavoy Barrett welcome, okay?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, guys. Make our guests
The
feel welcome.
brand. Do you see Marriesol representing the brand? Love that, love that, love that. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the FMA's corner. It's good to have you. See the bright smiles. I know you guys are ready
Good
to
shirt. Love that.
Yeah, I feel left out.
Oh
I feel left out. I go home for my shirt and come
my
back. I look for
God,
my shirt.
don't worry.
I
So
say
hi
go.
guys, how are you guys doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for
I'm
asking.
doing fabulous. I'm doing fabulous. You know, the
Big up
stage
us.
already been set with exciting conversations going, so I know the chat
Emojis in the
should
chat
be
box.
excited to have you guys here.
How are you, Tavoy?
I'm alright, here Wyoming I chastise the government. But to be honest though, sometimes it's very easy to pick up on the negatives and not
Mm-hmm.
realize that they are good in all of what's happening. And especially the budget. I mean, you talk about the support for small businesses. That
Mm-hmm.
is something that we reap benefit from directly because for one, you have greater access to services or products where they go outside of Jamaica for get.
Mm-hmm.
And then for two, it's a ripple effect for them and then their families and whoever it is
Yeah.
that them employ. So that's a very good thing, and that's one thing that I support, especially with my interest in entrepreneurship and business development. So
I agree.
yeah.
I
Excellent.
But to answer the question, I'm good.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's get right into it. I'm pulling up the questions for you guys.
So what we had planned for today is with the executive positions being open or soon to be open, and FMA members would be excited to join and to showcase their talent in different roles, either in PR, in social media, the whole lot, right? We're happy to have you guys here who are past executives could shed light on, your role and how you guys performed, how you operated, some skills, some traits on a run thing, you know? So we're here and we want to hear from you guys with a few questions just to set the stage. Alicia?
Yeah.
All right. So the first question to you guys. All right. It's just in general, not putting it at anybody. Okay. Just in general. So the first question is, what would you say to a student who believes that they have the ability to carry out duties but are blinded by insecurities?
Mm.
Who wants to go first?
I
Marisol,
will. Yeah.
Tavoy.
Yeah. Come
Okay,
on,
go.
Marcel can go ahead first.
Ladies before gentlemen.
One
Yes.
setup. All right, cool. All right. So first of all, being perfect is a myth. It's always progression over perfection. And the
Mm,
thing about it is that The thing about it is that it's so easy for us to want to think about the things that are wrong, the things that is so bad about us. But
Mm-hmm.
instead of every day getting up thinking about, oh, I'm this, I'm not good at that, why not get up and say, you know, that I'm really good at writing, I am
Mm-hmm.
really good at poetry. And you see,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
when you change your mindset, trust me, it helps you to give, it gives
Right
the
there,
best
so.
side, because you said you're blinded by your insecurities. It helps to bring back that side, because if
Yeah.
we continue to focus on the negative, it will go blind way. You're basically in a darkness. But I think we need to reach a stage where we change our mindset. Even as Tavoy was saying with the budget, we have so many bad things to say, but what are the positives? You know, that can actually change how you
Mm-hmm.
think and how you approach things. So I definitely think that we need to change our mindset. And another thing that I would say is that ensure that you have a community of persons around you who can see the event planner in you, who can
Mm.
see the leader in you.
Yes.
Because I know that it is important. People, it is important that you believe in yourself. But what happens when you can't find the strength to believe in yourself? It
Mm-hmm.
is good when you have persons around you who can see the
Yeah.
potential in you and encourage you. So that's one thing I would say to someone who has the ability to carry out their duty, but blinded by their insecurities.
Tavoy, before you go, my takeaway from that was I don't know if you guys catch that just now. Progression over
The
perfect.
chat caught it.
Let me just say that for you guys. Progression over perfection. You can go ahead now, Tavoy.
Yeah, I'll just echo the sentiments that Marcel shared, and I think one of the important things as well is that really just think about it and then look at all the things that could go right. Because
Mm.
at the end of the day, it's a learning experience for you as well. And okay, I'm interested in social media, but all I know about is Instagram. Yeah, but this is an opportunity for you to expand and to push yourself to learn, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually it gives you an opportunity to really grow curiosity and grow interest in other areas or other platforms. And then eventually just see yourself growing outside of that space. So it's an opportunity for you as well to do all the things that you say, oh, I'm not good at this, or I'm not so good at that. So yeah, that's what I would say to someone who is a little bit unsure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent advice. Excellent advice. And with that, we are, I'm hoping that everybody's taking these notes and not taking these gems, writing them down, because I am sure I'll be using them. I'm getting
Most
it to know.
definitely. All right, guys. With that said, our question two says, "What led you to applying to becoming a part of the executive body?"
It's a fun fact. FMA has a legacy or a brand that precedes it, and I knew about FMA from high school.
Wow.
Wow.
So from high school, me, Conrad, Robert, Isel, all of us decided, so, all right, when we go UTEC, we're gonna join the club here because yeah man, this club look like the it.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so when we came to UTEC now, and you know orientation is always a big deal, and them have a crazy cool setup up and oh, I forget the people who knew wouldn't experience that. My bad. But let me just bring you guys into what used to happen. So
Mhm.
at orientation in the auditorium, FMA normally has this spot that's right upstairs in front of the sports department. It's really a cool spot because you're just secluded by yourself and you overlook everything. Um, and that year when I just started UTEC, the experience that was there, digital, just the digital, the banners, the lights, that was what attracted us to really going into the space. And
Wow.
then we proceeded into going into clubs regularly. The conversations were really good, the discussions, the speakers, the opportunity for networking.
Mm-hmm.
And then through one of those networking opportunities, I actually got an internship, and that was
Wow.
my first entry to marketing, and that was through FMA, of course. So from that internship, started interning at this company called Esiram. Some people may have known about it. So I interned at Esiram for about quite a good while, and then right after that period of internship, next up was the process for becoming for choosing executives. And in my head, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just apply for PR or social media since I've
Mm-hmm.
been working at a marketing company. And I think this goes back to the whole question about insecurities and leadership. And Jamila McCoy see me one day coming from Esiram, and she draw me one away and she said to me, say, what are you running for? So I say, probably PR or social media, because as I've said, those were the areas. And she said, no, you're running for president. And I
Wow.
said, bear in mind, this is me, a first year student,
Yeah.
and this is a position open to third and final year students. And I'm just there like, you sure? Anyway, I eventually decided to just lock me eye and fill out the application form, especially after man like Conrad and Robert, them really gas the flames. So so I filled out the form, went ahead, and the rest is history, as I said. So that's my transition from knowing about it in high school, starting college, and then being involved in the club, getting an internship that really propelled my marketing experience and knowledge. And then Jamila McCoy brought me one away and gave me the talk.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay, Marcel, over to you.
Just to highlight something that Tavoy said, and I really hope that you guys were paying attention. You realize that he said that he wanted to apply for PR, but somebody else saw potential in him to apply for president. So it all goes back to the type of persons you have
Yeah.
surround you. Right.
True.
All right. Story time now. All right, people. So
Love this.
first of all, I had all right. So from sixth form, I said that when I come to university, I have to ensure that I am involved. But you can say that, but when it comes to actually saying, all right, when we go involved in and so forth, I just saw, so I said, all right, cool. JN ambassador, yeah, man, that can go on for me and so. Oh, by the way, I was in FMA. So I actually knew about FMA from I was in sixth form because I wanted a club to join. And when I researched it, I saw FMA. And fun fact, when he was the president and he and his crew went up, they asked the first person to come up and show that you follow FMA get a prize. I'm the first one because me I follow them from Upkill, from sixth form. So
Love
even though
that.
so I was in the club and I saw Tremaine sending the posters for position. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be a J and ambassador, okay? So
Okay.
let me see the process. I said, John no star, I don't have any account.
That killed
And COVID coming up. Then by the time of COVID coming, everybody, the whole place just chaos.
Mm-hmm.
They wanna look sticky, And then now me say, all right, cool. Let me go back go look on the poster and the group. I say, all right, I'm gonna apply for now. I say, all right, cool. I am doing media and communication. I'm in BACAT. So I said, all right, cool. I want to focus on PR. So why not try, get a little experience in PR? I said, John, no star. Your fear start coming on me. I say, all right, let me ask Tremaine what's the position about. It's good to ask question, guys. Trust me.
so true.
So she tell me, I say, all right, cool, that sound like me. But deep down, me I say, boy, me not sending the application, because, fear, and me I say, it's my first time. Anyways, so I almost didn't apply, guys. It was the day before. I said, all right, I'm going to apply. 10 o'clock come, no application, no sending. 11 o'clock come, I said, John, no star. I'm going to say, I'm going to send it in. Guys, 11:59 p.m. on the I don't know how it happened. And guys are punching me there, so I can't
Wow.
Wi-Fi, 11:59 p.m. the application was sent, and Tremaine text me and said, me thinking, I'm going to send in the application. So that is how I ended up here. The interview was great. Tavoy was on the panel. It was super awesome. And then while I got the position, I was excited. I said, Rolisha, have to work with me. Happy. So I said, Rolisha, go and apply for this position now. And I encourage her and so forth. And big up Rolisha. I don't know if she's here watching, but she is a great team leader. So guys, that is how I came here. Dramatic now, but that is how I came here.
I think what's
Tavoy.
what's very important to realize here is the support system that's available. So regardless of the fact that I just new to the thing and me never really know about the long-standing history of the club, I had somebody who was able to say, all right, this is what you need, this and this and this. And I was also able to go to them freely and say, hey, I don't understand this, what should I do? And that's what is, I think, is common across all the years. And I was looking back at a post I made sometime in last year, and I was saying that what's consistent about FMA is the culture of being a family.
So
So
true.
there's the vibe, but separate and apart from the vibe, there's that culture of family.
Right.
Yeah, and I must say, Marissa, I know you're not expecting this, but shout out to you, girl. The girl schooled me, okay? She schooled me. When I asked her some questions, she might tell it about, she answered everything. And she send the long paragraph them and she make sure so she explain out everything. So yeah, big up for you, girl. I appreciate the support.
No problem.
Okay, so moving on to our next question, which says, all right, so you guys basically share your experience, but more here in depth. So Tava, you were face to face. Marisa, you were on screen like we are now. What was your experience like, Tavoy, and what was your experience like, Marisa?
All right. So first of all, every time when I tell the FMA story or my experience of FMA, I there always comes a time when I start using the adjective or start using the word we or the team, because at the end of the day, it was never just me, and there were a lot of things that we did, and I really never have much involvement. It was a team who did behind me and really supported and pushed for the execution of a lot of those initiatives. And the team structure that we had as well also led for a lot of those to come out the right way, because we assigned a team lead to an event and that was it. We know that that person can hold down the fort. So my experience now, as you said, as I've said, I was in first year at the time, which was a good and was a good thing in the sense that it meant that I would bring a lot of what do you call that now? I'm looking for a word. Hold on. It was a lot of because I was unaware of what some of the traditions were. It meant that things became new, and I introduced stuff that weren't as traditional, which was a good thing. So my experience, to be honest, it was a really good one because, as I said, the team and the hardest part about the job of being president was managing the different emotions and emotions and personalities from everybody. Sometimes we argue, we have disagreements, and it's like you're at the center of it all trying to bring everything together. And believe it or not, I don't consider myself to be an extrovert. And Marcel always make reference of that time when we were at orientation. And I always tell people this. In the first few, I guess, few months, especially that first semester of being president, every time I step at the front of a room, my heart starts shake and it go down to my chest. I kid you not. The nerves just hold me for the first few times, and especially that time at orientation, yeah man, my heart did a quake. But time and time again, being able to do that over and over, it meant that I became stronger in terms of my communication and presentation as a person. Meant that I became stronger as a leader in conversations with the business side of things, because that was also a very important role of being president. So, as president and by extension the VP as well, we are both responsible for managing the business of FMA, which includes talking to sponsors, securing sponsorships, um, trying to push the brand for like partnership opportunities, which is a very important part because we love the free things, right? And I think while it was face to face, that was such a beautiful opportunity because we could have leveraged the fact that 10,000 students there at UTECH. So we use that to our advantage and we get to different people. We start the conversation. We ask them, hey, what would the process be to becoming sponsors? We spent the whole summer going meetings, and that time was face to face. So like well, I remember specifically we went to Stewards, we went to Alliance, and these were people who agreed. So these were not the people who say, no, not this time, we're so sorry. Um, so there was that aspect, and then the fun times, when you're in the space with everybody and the high energy and the conversations, which was always such a a blissful moment. I used to love Thursdays, to be honest. Still do, but I love Thursdays more. So yeah, that was my experience, and it was a good one because, as I said in my post this morning, I have never, ever, ever been in a conversation about leadership or marketing and not make reference to my time serving on FMA executive. Almost never.
Wow. Over to you, Marcel.
All right, so for me, it was a great experience, though we were not face to face. I think my exec, or yeah, we were the guinea pigs basically because COVID come. Persons are used to being in the classroom and the vibes and everything. So and it's within the PR's portfolio now to try and see how we can still maintain that the vibes and everything. Guys, I have to just big up Relisha one more time because Relisha and I, we had to work together to ensure that the engagements were built up in the WhatsApp group. We turn editor, we go in Canva, we try every means like, which movie you love, all of them something just to ensure that, we still have persons interacting with each other. And the president, Kashina, Rovell, everybody, the team, as Tavoy would say, it's not one person, it's everybody. Everybody pulled their weight, they did what they could do to ensure that, hey, with just your pandemic come, everybody used to the regular face-to-face. What can we do to still maintain that? And all of that, we had to work together. If we did not work together, then so teamwork is very important. So it was definitely a great experience. I know that everybody benefited. The exercises that we did, the team building exercises over Hope Gardens. If you never yet see it, you can go check it out on the YouTube channel. It was just great. And it was our first time meeting, and everybody just a real like say we know each other from 10 years ago. So it was a really great experience amidst COVID and everything. And I am really proud of the team. We were able to adjust, would have to be on camera every Thursday and all that. So yeah, we made it work as a team. So yeah.
Wow. Wow. Guys, I agree with you, Annalie. Annalie said after this motivational talk, the entire members group must apply for a position. And I agree. And Tavoy Kishana is shouting you out. She's saying, "Hey, Tavoy." All right. So our next question to you guys: How has been a how? All right, let's go again. How has being a part of FMA shaped who you are today? Who wants to go first?
You look like a me. Oh, sure.
So I owe my experience, interest, and knowledge in marketing to FMA because, as I said, my first starting UTECH, I never really know what marketing or the areas of business were. Me just know some I go UTECH to study business. So when I in first year when I got the opportunity to intern at SRAM, that was a really like forward step for me because right there and then I started learning about social media marketing, campaign development and execution, like the whole works. And granted, it was just an intern position, but the access to the space alone was just so like I'm so appreciative of it, to be very honest. So that one time, and then in addition to that, the management experience that I would have gotten from being president, as I say, I always go back to that in conversations, and I'm going to share something with you guys. So in right before the pandemic, we were supposed to do a campaign. It was supposed to really engage with members, but also push some of our sponsors. So what I did, or what the team, it was myself, Tramin, Jamila, Shanoya, um, yeah, it was four or five of us. We work on this campaign, and it was supposed to be a scavenger hunt. We never launched it officially, but that was my first time being a designer. And I go behind the computer screen and I do the mock-ups, do the designs, everything. And to this day, I use that as like a portfolio piece for as a personal thing. We never use it, we never launch the campaign, But whenever somebody asks me, what's your experience in marketing? Draw for that. So the point I'm saying is that you can use it to your advantage, and there's not a financial gain from being an executive of FMA, but regardless of what area you are serving in, just look at the professional side of things and what you can gain from it. So you're in social media, you're director of social media, see how you can put the content that you would have published and the engagement, the report, the numbers, put that all together in a one PowerPoint slide, and you can send that as proof of your experience. And it's a start, and it might not seem like much to you, but on the other side of the interview, to them, they see it as progress. They see it as, okay, this person kind of know what I'm going to do. They see it as experience. So that's my the shaping and the benefit, and yeah, it's mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I will go on and on, so I will just restrain myself.
I love the fact that you made mention that FMA is not a monetary gain, but what you gain as a person is what matters. Who you are, who you become after you have completed your tenure, being a part of the executive body. And I think that's an exceptional point. Over to you, Marriesol.
And I love to add, because Tavoy always, I call Tavoy the seasoned leader. This man well seasoned. So, as he mentioned that, put it in a point, say, oh, you were able to reach this amount of audience because you were a director of social media. I'm telling you guys, data speaks volume. Numbers speak volume. It shows that you can say, oh, I was director of social media. What did you do? How did you impact the organization? So that is really a good suggestion that Tavoy made. Like, don't just say, oh, you're a director of social media. What you do, So thank you so much for highlighting that. All right, how has being a part of FMA shaped me as a person? Why enough way. First of all, because I had to be hosting, it really activated listening skills. Because when you're hosting, you have to be very keen on listening, because sometimes you write down question them and the presenter answer everything, and I'm shading Tavoy the last time we called him to present, can answer all our question them. So you have to listen as well. And that really, like, being a part of FMA really molded me into just hosting and also networking. I cannot stress the importance of networking. You see, when you reach out to the guest speakers, them don't just reach out to them, tell them to come, bye, thanks for joining, and I eat that. I'm not saying that for all of them. You may not get time to have a relationship with all of them, but you're going to have a few. Listen, it goes a long way, and I'm going to tell you how. First of all, Joel Nom Darkham. I would have said it already. I had an assignment to do a profile feature. And because I maintained the connection with Joel Nom Darkham, when I messaged him, he didn't hesitate to say, he didn't hesitate any at all. He said, come, we are going to do it. And we set up the interview and we did it. We hosted a male empowerment session, fails in collaboration with student services. I don't know, set up a VP a student, yeah. Deal with the grandson, so yeah, him. So I had to think quick because we were having some challenge in getting panelists. Guess who me get? The same speakers that we reached out to for FMA. So that was Corey Fit, financial advisor at Sagicor, Carlisle Grant, big digital marketer. So it's good to maintain these relationships, and you don't have to bother them every day, annoy them, and take some of them phone. Literally, you can just support what they do. So if one of them do a podcast, you listen to them podcast, you comment, trust me, it really goes a long way. And I also develop problem solving skills. So especially when you're in the position of public relations, trust me, you have to think on spot, because when speaker tell you say them can't bother come,
Preach,
what you gonna do?
sis. Right?
You can't go in the group and say, guys, say do me say Terry Carla coming about you. Let canceling meeting not upon your mind on at all. Find a way, find a solution. Right? So that was another thing. We have to think quick on the spot. And one thing I've learned, and I've really learned this from Garfield Grandison, he was even a speaker last year. Always show up, like be prepared. So at one point there was a time where it wasn't just Felicia and I persons got the chance to come on, Robert and other persons. But while that is so, ensure so you have on an FMA shirt, ensure so you hear comb, because when Robert Wi-Fi drop, when something happen, are you that? So it's always good to prepare, and I've learned that as well. And yeah, I can go on and on. So let me stop right there.
Let me just add one more point. Also, Mr. Marcel has shade me about my shirt, but it's fine. It's fine. But you see that point about networking? Oh my God, man,
So
powerful,
true.
powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Carlisle, I like. Me can take up my phone right now, and if me need support for anything, there's somebody in my phone that I met through FMA that me can just call and say, hey, I'm having a problem with this. How can you help? And the thing is that people are willing to, like, especially in these professional spaces, and I can tell that in marketing specifically, people are normally more often than not willing to help you and willing to answer questions once they have the time. So
Yeah.
be keen on finding and connecting with these people outside
Mm-hmm.
of the meeting, and then
Mm-hmm.
keep those connections going.
Yeah.
Yup, yup. And I could agree. Definitely, guys, I agree. And to the fact that Marcel say you have to always be proactive. Oh my God. Story
Yeah.
of our lives on a weekly basis, but we have to get the job done. We have to show up for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember last week somebody said, how is it school has stressed everybody? You still come out here and smile. Like, guys, we have to show up. This is FMA. This is where you guys come to de-stress. So we can't come over here with a negative energy. We have to come with positivity at all times. So yeah, definitely agree with you guys. All right. So moving on to our next question. What was the most crucial thing you learned from being a leader?
Let the season leader go.
One of my most crucial lessons, and I probably should give two, one that's personal and then one that's more as it relates to leadership. As I would have said earlier, a part of being president was the business of FMA and managing that. At the time, we had quite a few sponsors. We had Gustazos, Alliance, Stewards, Digicel, and then a few minor sponsors who would have supported some of the individual events or projects. The lesson that I learned from all of that was the importance of communication and being realistic. Because yes, it's easy to say UTECH have 10,000 students and we can get your brand in front of 10,000 students. Don't fool yourself. You know it's not possible. Present what it is that you know is realistic and let them know. All right, so 10,000 students, however, our membership can reach about 100 or 500, 100 to 500 people. And from that, you can expect to convert at least, let's say, 80 to or 70 to 80% in whatever sales or product or service that you offer. And that's important not only in leadership but also in life. You can't expect say I study the day before the test and I go get 100%. So for me, it was the importance of identifying and communicating realistic objectives, goals, or timelines even. On a more personal level now, it taught me about how to manage emotions and people. I'll tell anybody that I think one of my I guess probably that should have been a question, but one of the things that I failed at was emotional intelligence. Um, I never really understand how to manage the different. And granted, I was still fairly young, but I never fully grasped the concept of managing different emotions and I'm not confrontational. If I see a problem, I am going to go the other way. Well, at that time at least. So if I was in retrospect and looking back and reflecting, there are a lot of problems that I ignored, a lot of things I may see and just decide not to see. But as president, those are things that I should have picked up on. But what? Because I'm not confrontational, make it go on, then we start cuss, and then yeah. So it taught me importance of identifying and communicating realistic objectives and goals, and then on a more personal level, the importance of emotional intelligence especially when dealing with or managing people. Yeah.
Very much profound, Marcel.
Not true. Well, seasonal. So, all
Very much.
right. All right. Now I'm wondering. I feel as though I learned. All right. Which angle should I take this from? Because I was just the director of public relations. No, I'm actually in a leadership role. So, which angle do you want me to take it from?
Both.
All right. All right. So, wait. All right. Let's talk about FMA. So, I was the director of public relations. To be honest, guys, me just view me and Rolisha as one. So, even though she was the deputy, but anyways, let's go. Let's talk. Communication is of utmost importance. You cannot we need to debunk this thing of assumption. It will really mash up things. You really need to communicate. And when I say communicate. You see, if you're having a down day, say something. Don't project it on others. Another thing is that work together. You are a team. Rodisha and I pull up a Google Docs. We say, come Marcel, we dip on the phone. We say, all right, we're going to research something about Joel Numdarka. And we say, all right, you're good with that question. Come on, we change up that question. It's all about working together. And that's how we rolled. That's how everything went. No, I can speak more now because I am now the first representative. And I have to manage 20 odd people on my committee, attend about 4 meetings and so forth. But what I'm going to say briefly is that, and this is for person, because I know that there are persons here who are future leaders, and trust me, the execs here, it doesn't stop here. So Alicia and the others, it doesn't stop here. Continue to grow, continue to shine. All right. I know that comes out still, but all right. So, and you have to learn to be patient with people. You have to understand people. And what I learned is that, for example, I was even telling Tavoy the other day, you have some persons, when you're texting in the group, you don't hear it from them, none at all. Don't assume, say, it's care, them don't care. But you see, when you call them and say, yo, Paul, me want you to do the voter thanks next week. Yeah, man, no problem, Marcel. You just need to understand and be patient with people. And on the matter of patience, if you have a team of persons, and say for example, one person, you give them a task to do and they don't do it good. Don't let the first thing be to cuss them out and say, oh, but me did show this. No, I had a similar issue and I didn't do that. Sis, me set up a Google Meet and say, here, let me share a document. This is how you do it. And when she sent when she did the task again, it wasn't the best, but I said, thank you for trying. This was better. But next time, ensure to put this on that. And then finally she get it. You have to learn to be patient. Right? You would want somebody to be patient with you as well. Me know for sure. So me need somebody to be patient with me. So another thing is that ensure that, if you're a part of an organization, it doesn't matter. Ensure that internally there is growth within your team, or else it's going to affect how things look externally. You cannot have a team and you don't encourage them. You don't have a team and you don't try to look out for them. You don't have like at least a one-on-one conversation, because if you don't do that, it will affect the productivity of your team, and overall it's going to be affected, and I go wonder how nobody now respond to you none at all. So we love to focus a lot about the external factors, especially when it comes to PR and dealing with crisis management. It's not always about the external, where people are saying about you and the media coming to you as the PR. You have to go and ensure that you say the right thing. And internally, crisis happens as well. And you need to ensure that, basically, in a nutshell, your house is in order. So that is very crucial. Just ensure that you create an atmosphere of growth. And lastly, leadership is not all about you. It's not all about the impact that you are. It's not all about that. Leadership is also you grooming other persons to become a leader and to become a better version of themselves. And even though I wasn't I wouldn't really tell myself as a leader per se in FMA, but what I can say is that even though I was living out of the position of FMA, that doesn't mean that, oh, that's it and I don't care. If Alicia, anybody reach out to me, need advice, need the knowledge, when I keep it to self-sistering, I'm going to share the knowledge because I believe in empowering and encouraging others any way I can. I am new to this. I am a newbie, no expert. Tavoy is a seasoned leader, guys. I kid you not. I have to go to Tavoy for advice. And I know I said the last thing, but don't be afraid to ask question. Don't be afraid to ask for advice from persons who are more experienced than you. Like Tavoy knows how to say no to somebody in the most. It blow my mind. Like, whoa, you're so wise. Like, it is sometimes we don't know how to even say no. We don't know. Just asking advice. Trust me, you don't know if the answer is yes or no. So yeah, we don't talk no free. We don't.
Baba, is that true?
If Marcel says so, then it's true. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of self-awareness, and I will
Yeah.
encourage all of you guys here to practice this as well. When I was president of FMA, and even now as VP and council, I have a spiral book, and at that time it was a black one. I have a purple one now. But at that time, I have a spiral notebook where I normally just write things down. And it's almost like journaling. Sometimes it was just random things. I call it a brain dump. It's just random things, ideas that come to mind, things I think I should have done better at. And then, looking back at those things, you realize, okay, so next time I know that when this argument comes up, I will talk about it before it become a bigger deal than it already was. I know that, okay, I shouldn't have answered the way I did. So that level of self-awareness is really important. And you get that whenever you identify things that you do or identify situations that you're in and assess them. So yeah, just to go back to the point about being aware. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for that. So I have two final questions for you guys. And then I'm taking it over to the members to ask you guys some questions before we close out. So the next question is, how do you cope with the uncertainties?
Marcel was a leader in a more uncertain time than I was. I will give Marcel the opportunity to go ahead and answer first.
Well,
Okay,
I think I kind of touched on
yeah,
this.
in some way, yeah.
I kind of did. Is when it comes to uncertainty, in it's in your nature. It's humans. The first thing to do is panic. When it comes to that, it's good to try and remain calm. To be honest, because it will only just make things worse if you're not calm. And you just have to try and think quick. Have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, go straight to Z. That's what I can say because that's how I cope. It depends on the individual. I can be a very calm person, so I try not to. And then knowing me, you see, if me go start fret, no, I just hit that. So yeah, and I also pray as well. And to be honest, guys, me go say something. No, let come. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk for real. I want like do not leave this meeting and think it is just okay and it is just comfortable to just always have to think negative. Come on, guys. Come
True.
on. We
I
want to change from no. Wanna write it down somewhere. We don't know, put it up somewhere. It, we are too comfortable with wanting to think the worst. And it's in our nature. Of course, we are humans, but it's not impossible not to. You just have to you just have to I literally, I just want, especially as a young generation, to stop thinking so negative. When
true.
uncertainties come, why not try to think of a solution? It may be hard, but just try. Just give it a try. Talk to
So true.
somebody. You have your team members. Talk to them. Don't just keep it to yourself and say, guys, well, we're going to know, say this will happen. But and it won't only help you if it is that you're a part of FMA, but it will definitely help when you're in the working world and I'm gonna deal with you much harsher. Your boss are gonna deal with you much harsher. So let us just try to not think the worst of every situation and see how it goes. Link me back and see how it goes. DM me on Instagram also and tell how it goes. But yeah,
I agree. Over to you, Tavoy.
All right, so I'm going to take it from the perspective of personal uncertainties.
yeah.
So when it comes to like something happening in your life that you're not sure about, or something that is, you don't know what will happen next. You're having problem with school. You're having problem with just life in general. Very important to know that there's somebody you can say that to. Sometimes it's not just about them actually offering you the actual help you need, but they can point in the direction that you need to go. Not only that, but them can like just talking about it and talking about the problem, you realize, oh, what am I worry about again? Because I've been in situations like that several times. Like, me I overthink, start hyperventilate, heartbeat start go up, blood pressure high, and then you say it to somebody, and they must say, um, yeah, but what the problem again? And it's not to invalidate anybody's feelings or
Right,
to invalidate
right,
the situation you're in,
right.
but it's just that
Mm,
sometimes, as Marriesol said, the instant human reaction is to go to
mm,
fret, worry, panic, when
mm,
really and truly, if you just step back and look
mm,
at the problem for what it is, and then like communicate that to somebody, or to even to just say, all right, give yourself the advice you would give to somebody if they, because
mm,
that's something I do quite
mm.
often. Because truth is, I'm very good at giving advice, but sometimes I don't take my own advice.
Ooh,
So what I've been doing since recently is that I reverse the question and ask myself and see what I would say to somebody else, especially if it's like a step by step problem. And then when I lay that all out, I just do it because you'd help somebody anyway, so why not help yourself? So,
good.
but more specifically to the period though of my leadership and tenure, Jamila McCoy, who was the vice president at the time, I could have always go to her with anything. And she was able to say, all right, Tavoy, here's what we're going to do. And even to this day, I can call her and say, hey, what, like, we just still have that relationship. So it's very important. It might not be somebody on the team, but it might be somebody who might understand the situation and can give you guidance based on what it is. And that in and of itself is very important. So yeah.
Let me just add one thing. What Tavai was saying, sometimes he gives advice and he doesn't, take his own advice. Just generally speaking, and this is not only for FMA meetings, but this is for everywhere that you go. Ensure that when you are consuming or when you're feeding on knowledge that persons are giving to you, let ensure that you apply it, because if you don't apply it, it makes no sense. If you don't apply it, you're going to be stagnant. If you don't apply it, you're not going to see any growth. If you don't apply it, you won't see the manifestation of what the person is trying to say. And nobody wants to be stagnant, and you can't they here not doing anything at all to try, elevate or be a better person. And then at the same time, you're looking at someone, you bad mind them and you jealous them and so forth. Come on, guys. No, no, no. So if you're shy, no matter what, if you just take the knowledge that persons are giving you and apply it, and you don't have to do it on your own. I know a lot of persons love to make this code saying, I just me alone and God, I just me. Listen, not to get spiritual, but you could have anointed some more.
Talk
We
true.
need each other. Iron sharpens iron. We need each other. The problem is that is the persons, unfortunately, the person that we have around us is clouding our judgment, and that is why we end up with the whole I just me alone. But you literally have persons out there who have a good heart and who is willing to help. So ensure that you surround yourself with those persons, and yeah, don't talk no.
Yep. And I agree. All right. So my final question to you guys. Give me 60 seconds. Election is coming up. What would you say to the prospective persons who are vying for the different positions? Give them some advice in 60 seconds.
Probably don't even need 60 seconds.
All right, run it, Tavoy.
Bro, just do it. Like, we have, just do it. Like, really and truly. Is either you win or you learn from it. And the learning might be exposure. The learning might be you pushing yourself to a new boundary. The learning might be you understanding something deeper than you understand it before. So it can go either one of two ways, and both ways are positive. So just do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
leader. Go ahead,
yeah, I
Marissa.
agree. Just do it like night, guys. Start small and make your way up. Especially if you deem yourself as shy, you don't need to jump up and go around for first rep and go pump youth parliament. Relax. Take it one step at a time. You see, those small steps will eventually lead you to that ultimate goal. It all starts with a small step. A lot of persons may not talk about it, but it starts from those small steps. Even if you're in just a club member, reach out to Olisa and say, you know that I have an idea. Come up, we go do a outreach activity that goes a far away. You get to go out and network with person. Start small and make your way up and stop finding excuses. That's all I gotta say. If you find excuse, just stop right now and go apply.
Thank you guys for that. Any questions from the members before we close out this amazing session?
I'm just putting in a plug, especially for those executive members now. Since Marcel and I are both from council, we have to put it in. We have to put it out there.
Oh,
Guys, applications and nominations are now
yeah.
open for appointed and elected positions. So you can just go ahead and apply. And you guys don't have nothing to worry about either. Just do it. And Marcel and I are literally phone calls away. So you know which part to find me. You can find me online, ask your questions. So and it's a healthy progression as well. You know, from
Yeah.
FMA to council or FMA to whatever the next.
Mhm.
It's a healthy progression. So yeah.
Alice, Marisol, Abby's being nosy. She asking Marisol going back for a position again.
Stay tuned.
I love that. Although we are a family, how do you deal with member who don't see eye to eye at times? Oh wow, that's an
I think
interesting
it,
question.
I think it's important to just be transparent with each other and to communicate. So if Alison gives you guys a task to do, and Alicia is the team leader, and a member in the room just can't see eye to eye. You see, the moment you go call a next team member, complain, the moment you go tell your brother, sister, auntie about it, except the person who you can't see eye to eye with, you're not making the situation any better. And sometimes the person may not even know that you're not in eye to eye to them because you're not saying anything. And you have to know how to approach it as well. Guys, you don't always have to cuss out people and go approach them angry, you know. Just say, Alicia, do you have time to talk? Can we talk tomorrow? I'm going to be really honest with you. You know that you said something and we don't see eye to eye with it because I think that this way would work better. And then as the leader as well, don't bash them or anything. It is important to listen, guys. Don't just listen to respond, listen to understand. And I think we need to reach that maturity level that hey, you're not seeing eye to eye on something, communicate, be transparent about it. That's my answer.
And you know, to be honest, Marcel mentioned something earlier, and I guess it's a personality thing for me, but at the same time, learning how to or understanding how to critique and
Yeah.
add your point to somebody else's opinion or
Mhm.
idea is a very important thing. Not just in
Mhm.
leadership, but in marketing, where
Mhm.
everybody are gonna make comments and design
Mhm.
changes and adjustments. You have to know how we can take and give criticism, but at the same time, it's very important to understand how to also stand up for your idea. So not because Alicia said we're supposed to change the logo to blue, and I think I'm supposed to change it to I'm supposed to keep it at red. That no means I'm gonna just say yes, because at the end of the day, you know why it's not okay to change it to blue. So on the other end of the conversation, now it's important for you to accept and also communicate your response on criticism without feeling like say somebody at diss you or somebody at cuss you. So that's a very important thing. And I understand that it's not something that can happen overnight
Yeah.
because nobody likes hearing no, nobody likes
Mhm.
hearing criticism, regardless of how well it's communicated. But it's
Mhm.
very important to be able to be in a place where you can. And I guess it's maturity, as Maricel said, just maturity.
All right, so this question is for Marisol. But what if they don't want to communicate with you?
So like you're in a toxic environment, my dear.
Oh God.
We need more backstory.
All right. In the meantime, Tamia says, on days when you get weary and frustrated, how do you cope without getting frustrated or angry with members of the team?
Marcel said something very earlier, and granted, I might not um, be as open about my faith as Marcel is, but you see, prayer, huh, very, very, very important. And then it's not just prayer, but just taking some time to just reflect. That's very important as well, because at the end of the day, it's important to not project your situation or anger problem on somebody else. But it's easier to really just pray about it. Sometimes you just listen to some music, play some gospel in the house pan loud like Saturday morning, well, Sunday morning, and you realize that over time you're just starting feeling better and better because, and yeah, I'm gonna go off. But yeah, that's my suggestion on how to really manage the emotions on those tough days. Cause I get it, and it's natural. Some days you just cannot communicate. Hey, Marcel, I'm not in the best of space today. Some days you just can't answer the phone calls, and those are the days when. And granted, prayer is very important, but those are the days when if you do nothing else, you pray about it.
See, Abigail said, go pray for them. I agree with the prayer. Prayer does work, gentle people. It does. Another thing I would say, go on your bed, go and go sleep. I remember once, I was in a situation where I was just getting annoyed, and I had to be communicating with I think one member of the team or two or there. We are humans. There are times when you get frustrated, but here's the thing about it, guys. I know it's not gonna happen overnight, but you really have to be disciplined if you want to grow. You see, whenever you're in those situations and emotions are gonna try to control you, think long term. I said to myself, if I answer her out of anger right now, when I wake up in the morning, what gonna happen? How she gonna feel? She gonna stop doing what she's supposed to do because of when me say rumor start spread, the team members them start get disenfranchised, all of that. Start to think long term, and you have to be honest with yourself. So you're upset, do not continue. If you're having a conversation with your team member and you realize that you're annoyed, do not continue the conversation. Trust me do it already. Just say, all right, I understand. Can we speak tomorrow? I may go on my bed, me pray and go on my bed. Sometimes you really need to go on your bed for true. No, God knows. Sometimes you're just tired. Just go on your bed. Do just literally think long term. Because I'm saying to myself, if I had responded out of frustration, more than wake up in the morning, I feel really bad because when we act out of frustration, sometimes that's not really us, you know? And so it's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. It's always easy to get out on somebody because they're not do this and that, especially if you're tired, you just a come out of a 4 hour meeting. Trust me, you just take a deep breath. And what I would say, and this goes for everything in your life, before you make that decision, think long term. Like, if I do this now, what is going to be the long term effect of this? So, yeah.
And there's a saying that I've heard since high school, and it's one of the sayings that I don't ascribe to in leadership, where them say if you're a good leader, then you will lose friends along the way. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in that, and I never will. And these are like the defining moments that will tell if people will either continue to support and being your friend or not. The moments when you need to manage your emotions most, because are you brethren and him say something and you respond just because he might try disagree with a point that you made, and that's it for no friendship and stop talk. But you see, if you did take a minute to just breathe, hear what they must say, and then respond, then you'd have been in a better space. So as Marcel said, them is it them moments that with the emotions, like them moments are crucial. Not just for you, but for the rest of the team. So yeah. And it's let me say this. It might sound like it's a lot, but when you're in the position, it becomes easier and easier. Not only that, but when you're in the position, it prepares you for the next step. Because what if you go wait until when you get into marketing, at them time that you go have your tech people criticism? Yo, let me tell you guys a story. I
Story
tell
time.
people, I tell people all the time, I don't like designing, or I don't design things. I don't use Photoshop. When really and truly I do, but guess why? It's because me know the process and the amount of changes and critiques that design work will go through. So you see, when you have the opportunity to really experience the whole process of going over ideas with other people, sharing time with other people, that prepare you so much for not just marketing after school or whatever professional field you're going to, but life.
I agree. I agree. And I must admit that you guys came and you outdid yourselves today. You guys, the answers to the questions are motivational. Listen, like me feel like, sir, I can run for president, you know. I feel well
Yeah.
gassed up. I feel like, I feel like I can go after my dreams and crush those dreams, crush those goals, accomplish those things that you set out on the vision board. You guys have did your thing today. And coming now to give the official vote of thanks is our Vice President Abigail Edwards. Welcome, Abby.
Just before she goes, there's something that I want to touch on. You see,
Sure.
whatever it is that you are going into, whatever leadership position, your attitude is very important. So while you do your research and you ask the question and you learn about the different roles and responsibility, it all comes down to your attitude. Your attitude can determine whether you have a bad reputation or a good reputation. Your attitude, listen, and attitude is not something that you can hide, because guess what? It will reflect in the results that you're putting out. So ensure that you have the right attitude. Check yourself. It's, trust me, guys, you're not weak. You're not weak if you do self-evaluation. I do that all the time. It is okay to do self-evaluation. It actually helps you. You get to drape up yourself and say, boy, say I have to go fix up the attitude there. Because first impression, trust me. So
And a completely different point, as I see Abby. A very important thing as a leader is spotting, identifying, and motivating talent. You
yeah.
see, once you see somebody who
Yeah.
is engaged or look like them on the brink of being, yeah man, them could be an exec,
Mm-hmm.
communicate with them and show them the direction.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important. And I remember that point because I see Abby come on up. We won't ball out our business unless she talk our business herself.
Go ahead, Tavoy. Go ahead.
No man, me not do that.
All right, yo, guys. I don't know why I no carry Tavoy and Marcel come, but them take off my shirt. Me don't know if I because them know what going on my life or them must see me status them or what. But anyways, I'm grateful that next week is spring break for me and I shall be getting a break from the happening of life and everything. But guys, thank you, Marcel Tavoy. Thank you. You know when you get called up to do something and you just me I go do my piece now. I'm really proud of it one, no? Remember Marcel not even the one run for Fellstrip and Marcel probably hosts the most events on Union. Me nah joke, she probably hosts more events than Union since last year. And Tavoy has been doing a good job. The health card campaign, people are get health. People in a fourth year and be like, yo, me never know say health card giveaway. But because that Tavoy campaign, they are now aware that health card is there and they can use the health card. And the in campus hunger, that's what it's called. That campaign. I kind of sad some another on campus still to benefit, but
those.
I will send down your thing specially. Don't worry
All
yourself.
right, not
Yeah.
spread me pin.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man. I'll pay for it. You don't have to pay for it.
All right. Say no more.
All right, thank you. So, guys, thank you. Looking at the responses in the chat in the comment section, I can really say it was an informative session. The members really learned and they were engaged. And I don't know if Tavoy or Marcel, but I see people from CMU in the chat. So big up yourself,
I know
Kishana and
me.
Adam. Big up yourself, Kishana and Adam. We have 2 certificates for you guys. Well, each 1 certificate each. Which we'll be sending. Thank you again,
Hey,
Tavoy.
Mr. Mr.
Yes,
Tavoy.
it's the Miss
Oh,
for me.
Hey.
Marcel. It's Miss Marcel Blake and
Yes.
Mr. Tavoy Barrett because things official and we have to call it by the last name. So being able to call you guys Tavoy and Marcel is really, we're just one of them close thing there where you're just privileged enough, but everybody else it's Miss Blake and Mr. Barrett unless they tell you guys otherwise. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you, club members. Want to know how we close out the session? Bududup. Love, peace, chicken grease. If you can't be good, be careful. Don't stop believing morning, noon, and evening. Feel foodless, save the unicorn. You don't know. Bless up yourself. Don't stress up yourself. Live good, walk good. Blessings and look out for your neighbor. Peace. See you guys
Abby,
next
you
week.
need to take a deep breath. I just said that in a one question. All right, so thanks guys for having us. Really appreciate it. Big up on yourself.
and
Thank you guys.
and
Bye.
and big up the honorary FMA members from CMU in the chat. Hope them sign the register.
All right, guys.